tonight for supper, my boys both, it was so funny, they both asked for a chicken pot pie for supper. And I said, okay, sure, that's easy. So let me show you my boys' favorite chicken pot pie. It's so easy. It all comes out of a can, and it's pantry staples, y'all. So simple and so delicious, and it is just comfort food in a bite, y'all. So first things first, preheat your oven to 400 because we're going to use pie crust, and we're going to par bake our bottom crust first. This is what I'm using. I'm using both of these. I just got it at the Kroger's. Use what you want. It does not matter, but I will tell you this. I set mine out on the counter for about 30 minutes, and I let them get up to room temperature because it makes it easier to work with. So let's unroll our dough as nice and easy as we can and push it down in our pie crust. There, just like that. I just pushed it down in my pie pan, y'all. We're gonna bake this on 400 for 10 minutes, and while it's baking, let's make our filling. Do not push holes in the bottom of this. Don't do it. All right, let's make our filling. I have canned chicken that I got at Sam's. It's 12.5 ounces. Drain it. Drain it really good. I don't like the juice in it, but I love using canned chicken. And I just go in with my spatula, and I just break it up in little pieces, just like that. If you want to use 2 cans, use 2 cans. I would, but guess what? I only have 1 can, and I'm not going to the store for a can of chicken. So, but this is okay. We're going to make it work. To that, I'm adding 1 can of cream of chicken soup. If you don't want to use cream of chicken, I have used cream of celery in it too. And normally, if I use 2 cans of chicken, I'll use 2 cans of soup. So it's a 1-to-1 ratio. Stir that up just a tad. All right. Get you a big old can of veg oil, y'all. It is 29 ounces. And drain it really, really, really good. Pop it in here. Before we stir it up, here's you some flavor. Add you some poultry seasoning. I do a good measure with your heart teaspoon of it. This stuff reminds me of Thanksgiving. I love it as much as I love sage. Add you some minced onion. I think I just drank some of that poultry seasoning. If you don't want to use minced onion, dice you up an onion or leave it out. It does not matter. Okay. Mix this up. You know, I'm using heavy whipping cream in it because it makes everything better. Probably a good 1/4 cup, to be honest. Mix that up. The last thing I put in it is optional. I just do a handful of cheese, and I'm using what I have on hand, and it's pizza cheese. So it's probably a good 1/3 of a cup of cheese. I use it as a binding agent. Stir that up, and we're gonna put it in our crust. I'm gonna add a little bit of cracked black pepper to mine. I'm not using any salt because everything in it's got salt in it. And I think my batteries are dying. All right, I just pulled my crust out of the oven, and again, I just par baked it because with this mixture being wet, you don't want this crust soggy, you want it crispy, and my boys love crust. So let's just dump our mixture in our pie. It already smells good, and it's not even completely cooked yet. And you've seen how easy this is. You can have this whipped up in the oven in less than 10 minutes. Pantry staples, and it's budget friendly, and it fits the pie shell perfect, y'all. Look at that. Isn't that just pretty and perfect and colorful? Now, let's take our other pie crust, unroll it, and all I'm gonna do is this. It's gonna be rustic. I'm gonna unroll it, I'm gonna put it on top and cut some slits in it. All right, threw it over it. Now I'm just gonna take my fingers and I'm just gonna go through here all around the pie pan, roll it down in there because this is going to form a little bite of extra crust. Who doesn't like crust? Bread goes to the hips and makes me happy. That's all I gotta say. All right, I cut a couple slits in the middle. Do it however you want it. I do a long, a short, and a long. Now, let's butter it. I always have a stick of room temperature butter sitting out for this exact reason. And I just take my little handy dandy brush and I just whip it right through here, just like that. So I'm gonna cover this with butter. We're gonna put it in a 400-degree oven till the nose knows, you know. Probably a good 40 to 45 minutes until it's nice, golden brown, and bubbly. All right, y'all. My easy chicken pot pie that my kids love. Let's cook it. Our chicken pot pie is out of the oven. Look at this. I baked mine for 40 minutes on 400, and then I put it on broil for about a minute or two just till I wanted it golden brown on top. But look at that. Isn't that pretty and so quick, simple, and easy and affordable to make? So what I do is this: once I get it out of the oven, I set it down for about 15-20 minutes and let it cool just a little bit. It gives it time to get even more happier. So when the boys get home from school, they're gonna cut into this and they're gonna have a happy supper, y'all. Hubby will not. He's probably gonna eat a grilled cheese because he's picky. So go make you and your family one of these easy and delicious chicken pot pies. They will thank you. Remember, always love that family, and I love y'all. And have a wonderful day.